Room 21 Rockstar families. I hope that you guys are having an incredible weekend. Welcome to our weekly VODCAST. I have a few announcements, and then I want to send you off to the strategy session for the week. But first, I wanted to thank each and every one of you who have invited me into your home so far for my home visits. You know, this is the first year that I have conducted home visits. They have been incredible so far, something I'm definitely going to do next year. I cannot wait for the ones to come this coming week and next week as well. You guys are incredible, and you're proving each and every day why you are truly the best families in Stafford County. So thank you guys so much for your hospitality. You are incredible. I did want to congratulate this week's Rock Star of the Week, Mr. Malachi Bridgeforth. Malachi has been putting forth focus and effective effort in all that he does in class. This week during guided reading, he used the post-it note strategy that I had taught his guided reading group the day before. He is just bringing it, really becoming an amazing Barrett Academy scholar, and for that reason, Malachi is this week's Room 21 Rock Star of the Week. A couple of other quick announcements, guys, before I send you off to the strategy session. First of all, tomorrow we do not have Dare. Deputy Scoggins is off. She'll resume next week. And additionally, I just wanted to kind of put out a advertisement, so to speak. The 5th grade team is collecting postcards and pictures of anywhere in North America. That includes Canada, Mexico, and the United States. We are creating a giant map out in the hallway because this week we are beginning our study in social studies of the geographic regions of North America. So if you have just pictures of the land, if you have pictures with people in them that you'd also be willing, we're actually going to stick those where they are located at on the map. And then we're going to have this huge visual representation for the scholars of, each geographic region of North America. So if you have those, you can email them to me, send them in this week if you'd be willing to share. Thank you very much in advance because it will really help the scholars to see all regions of North America effectively. And finally, guys, I've been talking in my home visits a little bit about it. On the weekly newsletter, first of all, I will be posting the weekly house points in order from greatest to least. Red House is in the lead right now. But I also on the weekly newsletter, I'm going to be putting 2 questions. I've been talking about this during my home visits. These are questions that are kind of broad, but you can ask your scholar each and every day at home to kind of increase that amazing conversation that I know you have each and every night. But they kind of relate to what we're learning in class as well. Because when you're getting that conversation to go and go and go and just make it awesome for your scholar, they're really going to cement that information permanently in their brain. And just one other reminder, on the back of the newsletter, in addition to the strategy session that's about to come up, are a bunch of challenges that your scholar can actually participate in. On Google Classroom, they can write these ones down. They can write it on a separate sheet of paper so that you can keep our newsletter on your refrigerator at home to remind you of all of the upcoming events. So, Room 21 Rockstar families, your scholars are absolutely exceptional and amazing, each and every one of the 28 of them. This is going to be an absolutely epic year. I'm so excited about the possibilities. Now I'm going to send you guys off to the strategy session. Okay, Room 21 Rockstars, I'm starting you off at the home of our classroom, recordrockstars.weebly.com, and I'm going to share a bunch of strategies that you can use this week to make yourself successful. So first of all, I did want to scroll down to the Academy House standings, because each and every week I am going to keep them updated here. They will be ranked in order from the most amount of points to the least amount of points each and every week. And obviously those change typically every single week because it all comes down to the effort that you're willing to put forth for your house. So if you guys come to the VODCAST tab, which is right here, I have a ton of cool strategies this week actually where you can earn quite a few house points. The first one is in math. So this week, guys, we're going to be exploring a topic called prime and composite numbers. So to kind of prep for that, I have a task for you in which you can earn 10 house points if you complete it and bring it in your best handwriting known to man. You have to find 5 numbers in your house that are 100 or less. Now, those might be on a package. That might be someone's age. Look for numbers anywhere. Maybe you're watching TV and there's somewhere on the TV. Maybe you're reading a book and you see a number in a book. You just need to write down 5 numbers. After you do that, identify whether they are odd or even. Okay? Do they have a partner or are they left over? Then you have to list the factors for the numbers that you have chosen. Now, we're going to be refreshing factors tomorrow in class, but say, for instance, I wrote down the number 25. Well, factors are numbers that when multiplied together equal the given number. So, for instance, 5 is a factor of 25 because 5 times 5 is 25. Additionally, 1 and 25 are factors because you can take 1 times anything, the identity property, and you get that number, so 1 times 25. Can you guys think of any other numbers that multiply together to equal 25? No, that would be it. So you have 5 and 5, and you have 1 and 25. Okay, so you have to do that for each of the 5 numbers. And then you need to create a riddle for 2 of the numbers. Now, what do I mean by that? It's based, essentially, if I have the number 25, a riddle would be, you have to have us guess what the number is, but by giving us clues, okay? The riddle has to lead to that. So, for instance, the number 25, you can write down the numbers. So my first clue might be, I'm thinking of a number between 1 and 100. It is odd, okay? Additionally, my number has the 2 sets of factors, 5 and 5 and 1 and 25, okay? You could even go a little deeper with that, so you could think about the number 25. What other clues could you give us to help us figure out the number 25? Because you have to make sure that whoever solves your riddle can actually guess the riddle using your clues. You can't leave it open to have a bunch of different options. So an additional clue might be, it is an odd number between 20 and 30, okay? And then they're going to have to single down those different numbers to see, does it have 2 sets of factors, is it an odd number, etc. Okay, so you need to create a riddle for 2 of the numbers. If you guys want to hold on the riddle part, we're actually going to work on something called Guess My Number tomorrow, so that might actually help you to kind of get some ideas for your clue. But when this is all said and done, bring it in 10 house points if you bring it in as is. Our math challenge of the week, the puzzle, is also located at the front of our classroom on the board. Our Ken puzzle for the week. You guys did really well with this one. This week, it is a 6x6, okay, which means this row here, for instance, would have to have the digits 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 without repeating. This column would have to use the digits 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 without repeating. And you have to make the number in the bolded box using the operation. So in this bolded box, it says you have to get to 1 using subtraction, okay, using the digits 1 through 6. Okay, you can also visit this site right here, and you can have the electronic version of the puzzle itself. Okay, but remember, I have those printed out in the front of the classroom if you'd like. Our writing fix of the week remains the same. This week we're going to dig a little deeper with Bad Hair Day, the assignment we're working on to kind of explore the writing process. And then science, I have a really cool activity this week, guys. So in the last couple of weeks, we've been talking about observations versus inferences, okay? Observations involve things using only the 5 senses, what you can see, smell, taste, touch, and hear. An inference is using those observations to make a prediction, okay, about what you think is happening. So for each of the pictures that I've included below, and all you have to do is actually click on them, and they will become a little larger. I did put some sample observations and inferences. So for instance, look at this picture here. I would like you to make 1 observation and 1 inference about this picture. Same thing with this picture. 1 observation, 1 inference. This picture in addition, 1 observation, 1 inference. Here's another one, 1 observation, 1 inference, and finally, 1 observation, 1 inference, okay? If you bring that in, you can go ahead and earn yourself 10 house points, as is stated right here, okay? Make sure you use the sample observations and inferences as kind of a guide, because remember, in class last week, a lot of us were making inferences when we really wanted to make an observation, okay? So be very careful of that you're not kind of overlapping those. Okay, and as always, I have the Think Fun games available down at the bottom. Now, the secret hashtag for the week is hashtag, and you have to say this in a very inquisitive and curious way, with some passion, obviously. And the hashtag of the week is hashtag where in the world. Hashtag where in the world. If you bring that secret hashtag into class, you are going to get yourself 5 house points for the week. And I have one bonus announcement that only those who listen to the entire VODCAST will receive, and that is, this is a double house point week. So any house points that you complete in the VODCAST this week, go ahead and multiply your total by 2, and you will get those up on the board for the week. Scholars, I am so incredibly proud of you. You have been working so incredibly hard with such effective effort, and now I'm going to send you back over to Mr. Reichert in person. 21 Rockstar families, I really hope that those strategies were successful. As always, give me some feedback, too much, too little, etc. Your scholars are truly incredible. They are creating an incredible bond as a class family, and they are becoming Room 21 Reichard Rock Stars right before our very eyes. As always, guys, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, do not hesitate to contact me. Each and every one of you are the very best families in Stafford County, and I will see you guys next Sunday.